Jam, everyone. Welcome back to another GC Crypto episode. It's good to be back with you. Happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate that, if you're one of our American friends across the other side of the globe. Hope you guys had a lovely weekend and wrapping up your Sunday evenings. Oh, man, Craig, I just had a quick look at one of those stupid Monad meme coins and it just ripped. So we'll talk about that later in the show. But Craig, man, how was your weekend? What'd you get up to?
Jim Greeny, GG, Jim, everyone. I just chilled pretty much, just watched some rugby over the weekend. That was cool. South Africa destroyed Wales, so grand slam for them. Thank you very much. Other than that, just chilled, man. Just cleaned up around the house, getting ready to go to New Zealand on Wednesday morning. So just, you know what it's like when you're going overseas, just getting odds and ends, all like the dog here and all that stuff, man, just life. Making sure that, you know, the house will be okay and yada, yada. So, no, just life stuff, just getting ready, but that's pretty cool. Sort of watched the market a little bit, just kept an eye on it. I see Bitcoin's fighting the good fight, which is good to see. Other than that, man, no, just kind of did what you did, kind of pulled away from the market a little bit, didn't trade, just watched and, just watched and then watched some sport and took my mind off the market, really, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, arguably, it's probably one of the best weekends in the year to step away because of volatility and no one's on. Like, if America's not on, then no one's really on, right? So, yeah, probably a good time to step away. GM to everyone, GM to Shui, GM to Yana, GM to Sunshine Coast Goats, GM Enclaves, GM to Angelos, GM Lockie as well at the front there as well. GM Wolfie, hope you guys are all doing well. Let me know how you guys are going. Hope you had a good weekend. Yeah, I stepped away. I mean, I had a terrible cold or head cold on Friday, and I was still kind of recovering. You can hear it, so I'm still a bit blocked up. Don't know if that's dust. Don't know if that's having a dog and getting used to it, like just movement of air. I don't know what it is. And then I had a head cold. I think from burnout, to be honest. From ACC, just working so many hours and stuff. So yeah, I pieced out over the weekend. Didn't do too much either. And the market, really has gone nowhere over the weekend. So that was definitely the right decision. And I actually, I was chatting to a few GTG members. One guy, we're running a little Bybit trading comp at the moment, and he was up 20%, winning the whole thing. And then I looked this morning, he's down 15%. He's lost 40% of his positions over the weekend because he was trying to trade during like a low volatility weekend. And I was like, bro, like that's a great, like there's proof in the pudding there of when you want to have volume in your favor, when like it's a good time to step back. You don't need to press buttons every single day to make money. I think that's a big secret that it took me a while to learn, and certainly still takes a lot of people time to learn. GM to you, GG Martin as well. But obviously, guys, before we dive in, massive shout out to our two partners, OKX. I saw my spot orders ready, Craig. I honestly think we go lower. I like whether we get higher or not before we go lower. I think 100K remains a huge level. Like it just remains a huge level. It's the bottom. It's this this area here where we had previous retests as well. It's the 0.5 of the whole range from 74 to the high. It just seems if we get to 100K, it's such a pivotal point. The next level where I would say, like the fact, I'm just more bearish, right? Because we've lost 100K where we held price for a long, long time. We also had this bearish retest here of this high time frame range where we held 106 for a long time. The fact that we had this lower high closure here and then retest and bang, that's what concerns me the most. The fact that we had the perfect clinical lower high retest off the bottom of this previous range of the 382 and capitulate to the downside. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe we push up towards 100, but I'm still, I don't know. I would much rather kind of see a sweep of the lows first, or if not, go down and retest even 74 and then attempt a high. I think those sorts of, that sort of price action would be better, in my opinion, before we do start to maybe retest that 100K zone. So obviously trading on OKX, guys, if you're keen to sign up down below. If you do $1,000 of volume, you get $75 for free. It is the safest exchange in the world for crypto, and I have been moving more of my assets over there as well. As you can see, I've got some limit orders already set up on BTC as well. They have a self-managed super fund on there, guys, and they also have yield on the platform as well. As I just got to go ban this kick person. All right, GM guys, thanks for tuning in. It's obviously wrapping up from Thanksgiving. As I said before, we haven't had much volume on chain, but our yeet volume did all right over the past couple of days. Craig, we're up to 112K. I don't know what it was on Friday. When you did the giveaway, was it around that number?
It jumped. No, it was about 102, so it jumped about 10 grand over the weekend.
Yeah, so we might do a little special giveaway for people who I'll double check who has done more volume. But I definitely know Hypnotic, which is JC, has absolutely gone on a tear. Craig, he's up 17k volume.
Yeah, it was him. Yeah.
He's definitely one of the main reasons. So guys, don't forget, we're giving away $250 every single week. Thanks to Yeet. And guys, if you want more of a giveaway, you need to do more volume on the platform. It's as simple as that. Okay. As always, please gamble responsibly with the sports book and obviously the casino on there. They have a 40% community airdrop dropping most likely 26. Again, we have no confirmation of that, but that is obviously the time frame that we're looking at. Now, there's lots to talk about. We'll look at crypto prices. We'll look at some other trending topics. We'll look at this, Craig. Like, it's so funny. I put this tweet up yesterday saying, I'm sorry, but slapping cock into a ticker isn't a meme coin. Take me back to 23, 24, when memes were organic, funny, and actually had culture behind them. This is at 6 p.m. last night before I went to sleep. And then, shout out to Brandon Stuff who commented saying, like, nah, it's different, blah, blah, blah. It's a meme coin, blah, 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 whatever. I had a quick look at the chart this morning, Craig, and it's just been crimed to $2 million in the past, hour? In the past hour, it's gone from 300K to $2 million. Like, oh my God, bro. It's just, this shit. I hate this shit. I hate this shit, man. I hate this shit.
What a cook. That's just a bit of TA for you, really, there, wasn't it? Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yana, the fact that you don't realize that it wasn't 250 last week shows me that you haven't been tuning in every day to the show. So be careful, because if you don't tune in more regularly, then you might not qualify for any more giveyaways.
I think Yana means on Friday, because I
know. And
but Yana actually won $50 for my own money. So I'm really? Why are you asking?
I know. Like, be happy with your Yana, we gave away 250 last week. We did it early in the week when you weren't watching, is what the point I'm getting up. And Craig was nice of Craig to give away. So yeah, guys, be careful. If you're being greedy, we'll just kick you off the list, mate. So hey, just be safe. Be careful what you say. But yeah, Craig, what do you think about this absolute crime season over on now Monad? Look, you can't this is obviously an insider or a whale wallet or someone pumping and dumping this shit, but yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's just crazy. Like, this was dying, and then of course, some wallets came in within the last hour and just absolutely sent this thing. Basically, from 300K to 2 million. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I wonder if Eli still holds this or not. He's busy this week with Art Basel, which is next weekend. I asked him to come on stream, but he said he's busy this week, so he'll have to jump on next week when you're away. So yeah, I don't know, Greg. It's just. Crime season, babe. Crime season.
Yeah. Have any others done that, or was that the first one?
Well, let's have a squeeze. So this is Quack. Nah, that's gone nowhere. Chog's at 3.9. This has gone nowhere. Nads. Let's have a look at this one. Again, we're on the 5-minute timer. Let's go down a little bit. I mean, yeah, nowhere. Pepe. Oh, I haven't seen that name before. No way this is running, bro. How the fuck, dude? I fucking hate this. I hate this so much. Emo, don't condone that sort of stuff, but yeah, nowhere. Dude, look at this list. There is nothing here that just screams originality, creativity. That's what I don't like about. Anyways.
Yeah, it's
anyways, Moncock's up 8x in the past hour.
Shit, you'd be happy if you just copped a bit of that and just didn't know, and you woke up and were like, yes, I knew it. I knew this was the one. It's like, how?
No, you didn't, bro.
No one, that's fantastic.
This is just crimed. If show me the fibs. Yeah, hey, telling you, if things do rally, they do rally from this zone. But yeah, I mean, if you have a look though, let's go the 1 minute. Oh no, it was steady increase of buys. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, good. Congrats if you caught this. I'm personally not trading this. I'm personally not trading this. Yeah, outside that, let's have a look at the rest of the market. Gold looks pretty strong at the moment. Looks to be pushing towards its new all-time high after silver put in a new all-time high last week as well. So I actually moved some more money back into gold last week, Craig. Just again, diversification of my wealth. I'm not sick of being. I love crypto. But I want to, the goal is to get a property in the new year. Oh my God, we went and had a look at a really nice property on Sunday. Holy, I was like, dude, one, I was just priced out. Or one, we would be just priced out. Two, we don't have the approval yet from the bank. But holy, we went there, we're like, oh, this would be perfect. It was like really nice views, recently renovated, has like a nice block size so you could expand the house. I could build a studio in like the garage for like the office or something like that.
Mhm.
Like, oh, it was so nice. But we were obviously priced out. We don't have the bank approval yet. So I like shopping for houses. I think it's cool. I think it's
It is
definitely
pretty cool. Yeah, it is pretty cool. It is fun.
so that's definitely like my thinking is trying to diversify in a simple way my wealth. So it'll be moving into like silver gold, moving it particularly like now as like look, as the money, like I mean, we don't want to dive too much into macro, but basically you see strong in currencies, you see weakness in currencies, you see strong in gold and silver. And I think like I just think it's not a bad hedge into the coming years where we really want to see the dollar come down, really. And naturally that definitely sees silver and gold and whatnot outperform. And I think just stacking BTC for the long term as well, Greg. Just really simplifying my portfolio over the coming years to really like try and get into property, but then from there, just actively trading trends and very much just rotating profits into Bitcoin or rotating profits back into stable slash fiat. I think that's just really where I'm at this point in time. GM to Justin as well. But yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? You do you own any silver and gold still, or you rotated out of that previously?
No, I sold my silver. Oh man, probably a year ago
Mm,
now. Silver and gold about a year ago. I can't remember what gain I got. It was decent, but
yeah,
and then rotated that into Bitcoin. So I did pretty well. Like if you, like you might go, oh man, you missed the run, but I mean Bitcoin did an 8x, man.
yeah,
So
yeah,
like I didn't miss like nothing. In saying that, they're on a tear now, so you'd be pretty happy if you're in those now. No, so no, I'm not. I needed the cash a while back, so I sold it.
yeah.
But yeah, it would have been good to buy 10 years ago when
I,
people were buying up.
it's nuts. Like these are $1 trillion assets just crushing it, right? Like in terms of that, like you would have to. It must be Asia as well as the US stocking gold. I don't, or even Europe. Who knows? Like it just the amount of gold that's just being bought up at the moment is crazy. In terms of crypto, we're still battling here, guys. We got a weekly close, obviously today, but yeah, this is hard to know. Like, there's two ways you could obviously draw it. You could draw it wicks, like this in a way. You could draw the bottom wick as well. I don't know. I personally prefer more touches of candles. 1, 2, 3 candles.
Mm.
So big level here to watch in the weekly. And like again, another reason I'm still bearish is the fact we haven't done like a really strong recovery. Like you want to see a move like this or a retest, then a bounce like that. You want to see a nice V-shaped recovery, but we haven't quite got that yet. So it'd be very interesting to see what the vibe is coming out of Thanksgiving weekend. The other reason is this low here. We haven't even reclaimed this low here on total crypto market cap. That's a sell off again this week here. So yeah, it's still cautious here, Craig, at this point in time, at least for me personally. I'm happy to DCA into Bitcoin if we go lower. And I think that ages very well in the years, probably 5 to 10 years to come. But I mean, for me right now, I'm still very cautious at this sort of level. Your thoughts?
Yeah, same. I'm still waiting for the lower high. So as far as total crypto market cap, yeah, with that not bouncing there. Obviously, the other few times it has tapped there, you can see the wicks, it shoots up pretty fast. It did on that third tap as well, but it didn't get above is the issue, and that's probably what you're speaking about. And then it got swatted back down. So it bounced up, got above, and then got smacked back down. So I'm still waiting for the lower high. I'm still expecting us to go, like you said, maybe 100. If we get to 100, great. Somewhere between 97 and 100.
Yeah.
And then if we can reclaim that, obviously looking at maybe 107, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we've got the juice to get to 107, 108.
Yeah, neither.
I think 97 to 100 is very, very important. And I'll be looking to exit some Bitcoin bags around
I
there.
think a lot of people might get front run. I think a lot of people might think that BTC is going to 106, think it's going to 98, and it might not even get there, right? So very interesting. Good comment there by Alabar. He says Tether is, or he or she says Tether is now one of the largest private holders of gold as well. That's interesting. That's very interesting. They're moving it on chain then, I assume? Well, I mean, you've got plenty of gold on chain already in a way.
Yeah.
But again, I'd rather hold a gold ETF than gold on crypto. This is the whole point. I'm trying to like get wealth out of just purely crypto, if that makes sense. I think that's just a smart play. Yana says we don't celebrate Thanksgiving here. Neither do we in Australia, but just saying it to our American friends. Apparently, yeah. The Farcoin dev shilled Moncock. Well, I mean, yeah. What's his name? Wheeler. Yeah, he was shilling it last week too. So perhaps that's why it ran up. GM next as well. Yeah. In total, look, if we look at alts as well, it's still bearish here. Like I was saying, like we could get a breakout here, but we haven't. Like we've rejected from here as well. So I don't know. Like we. Like stochastic is coming down on the weekly. So yeah, like there's no signs for me yet that this move is over. Like if we have a look at BTC as well, like really nice bounce off the 382, but I mean the stochastic still has a long way to go. We're still at the 23rd percentile, still $6,000 below the pivot. So again, like I said, the weekly pivot becomes very interesting now. Like do we start to see something like this where we get closer to the weekly pivot, and next week is the chance that, or the week or 2 weeks from now is the chance that we start to see this turnover. So yeah, very pivotal levels for me. And as I said, I've got DCA orders down to about 70 at this stage. I'll obviously set up more if I need to. If we do start to capitulate, I just like again, I'm not someone that's trying to do like this. Like I'm not trying to do this move where I'm like, okay, I'm buying here to sell the new all-time high. I'm buying because I'm buying at a discount, knowing this comes after buying here, knowing that like here as well. If I buy these dips, I don't care. If I buy dips, then I know eventually we'll get that next move up. I'm not trying to time the bottom for a little swing trade like this or a complacency bounce back to new all-time highs. I'm buying it knowing that the big move does come in about 5 years time. And I think that like my whole goal has shifted recently, and it's just like stack as much BTC as possible. I think like if you can get to like 1 BTC or 5 BTC in like the next 5 years, I genuinely think you'll be a multi-millionaire. Like I genuinely think that, Greg. So it like maybe it takes 5 to 10 years. Maybe it's 2035 where BTC starts to get to 500 to a mil. But I do think you'll be outpacing a lot of other assets in about 5 to 10 years time.
I think so as well. And perhaps in 10 years time, my son's 9 now. In 10 years' time, he's 19. He's crypto's been around his whole life.
True.
So my son's never not known crypto to exist. It's always existed. He's only 9. So when he's 19, gets a job and can start investing, this stuff to him will not be strange at all. Like he's already looked at charts. I mean, obviously he's an exception, right? But they're in Roblox. They're buying digital money now. They're already doing it. So crypto's not going anywhere. And if you said to my son, like, what would you rather have, digital money or a gold flake or pebble rock, a gold rock? I think you take the digital money over the rock.
What do you think about if you, I maybe ask him this question. What would you rather have, Bitcoin or would you rather have a property? Now, obviously it's different, like because you need shelter and you need a house to live in, but it'd be interesting that conversation as well.
Yeah. He may not be able to fully comprehend that.
Yeah, maybe not quite. Yeah.
So I'm not sure what his answer will be, but possibly he'll take the safe one and go to the house, which I agree with probably, depending on your situation. But obviously with a house, you can't buy a fractional house for yourself, but you can with Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And the problem is these young guys and girls and kids are going to get priced out of homes. So they probably won't be able to buy a home. They probably can only buy Bitcoin. In fact, I guess what I'm saying is I think the only way to get a home will be to own Bitcoin.
Well, to leverage your Bitcoin, which arguably is probably where, again, you play the long-term game, right? You're playing the long-term game and being like, well, in 10 years time, if I have like multiple Bitcoins, surely I can leverage that. Surely there'll be policies, to buy another investment property, for example, right? Or to improve the house that you're currently living in. Yeah,
I think if you had $250,000, like say you had $250,000 now, and you bought it, or buy in the bear market more or less, so you get it for $50,000, hold it for 10 years. I think that $250,000 will be $1 to $3 million.
Yeah,
and that's probably your best chance of getting a home because that $250,000's now done a 4, 5, 8x.
Yeah,
which will keep up with the property market. I mean, obviously, you don't want to buy tops, but over 10 years, it probably doesn't really matter. If it does a little bit, but not that much. If your time horizon is even longer than 10 years, if it's 20 years, then these prices are probably very, very, very cheap.
So, and I like the one bearish catalyst is obviously quantum computing. Just for relevance here, breaking Bitcoin via quantum computing would need a machine with 10 to 300 million qubits. Current max is 1,000 in 2025. So building one could cost hundreds of billions to trillions of dollars, with timelines of years to decades away. Far more economic tool to invest in Bitcoin as it is upgrade to quantum resistance tech long before any real threat. So yeah, the amount of FUD that I've been reading, oh, it's only a couple of years. No, bro. I'm talking like it's at earliest 10 years away. At earliest 10 years away. And even then, it's only, and I can't remember who we were talking to, but someone says it's only the OG wallets that would be potentially compromised. So Satoshi's wallet, for example, because they're not up to date with the tech, right? Because they haven't been built against the tech of, say, quantum computing. So again, tech, like that's the thing people don't understand. It's like, sure, that quantum computing tech evolves, but so does the wallet, so does the infrastructure, so does the exchanges, so does like all of that, ledgers and whatnot. So these are the sorts of things. It's more if it attacks Bitcoin, but I don't think it would. I mean, mining Bitcoin now is like nearly like it's not even worth it, right? Because of the percentage of the supply that's even left, and the expenses for it. So this, I thought that was an interesting topic because I've seen a lot of people complain about that recently. Again, it's all FUD. No one actually does any proper research. Again, altcoins showing a lot of weakness. Others dominance continuing to put in a lower high here. Basically since the top of 2021, 2022. Look, like head and shoulders, like as much as I want to see altcoins rally, this is very bearish structure here, but we are holding the 61866. So again, we could see a relief rally into the beginning of Q1 2026. We just have to play it by ear. BTC dominance still holding up. It doesn't want to go down. Just doesn't want to go down, but rejected obviously that 60% level, which is pivotal as well. So the market's in a very interesting spot for me at the moment. ETH has reclaimed the 0.5 of its multi-year range as well. So, I mean, there's, again, a lack of volatility over the weekend. There's not been a lot to really trade. If you caught the Mon cock trade, GG's, congrats. Take profit, run for the hills.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
But even Solana is just holding on to its lows from basically June, and then basically the range lows that it's been holding since about the beginning of 2024. So yeah, the market's just in a really interesting spot. Obviously, Hyperliquid had a really nice relief rally over the weekend, but they restaked basically all of the tokens, the team. As you would, I kind of expected that to happen. So, but still, like the trend is your friend, and the trend here is to the downside, lower highs, lower lows. So you're not going to see that really turn around just yet. So I am watching the $30 level. If it can't obviously hold that, we might get a sweep of the lows at 28, and if not, we probably do start to pull back towards some lower fibs. So if we draw our range, yeah, you got the golden pocket at around 26 to 28 as well. So that could be a high time pivotal level. Same as Sui. Sui still looks pretty average, but it's holding the 786 currently. But yeah, look, I could easily see this go back to $1 in the near future if the rest of the market can't really hold up. So we'll look at other topics as well. But we wanted to talk, Craig and I, we didn't have Biff, but we were having a little interesting conversation over the weekend about this as well. Now obviously AI is emerging, and GM2U Badini as well. AI is emerging, but in Australia, they're about to, I'm pretty sure it is about to kick off in the coming days, if not the coming weeks. But basically, it's the first country that makes it completely, well, you have to verify to obviously use social media in our country, Craig. Now, we were talking, we have similar views, but we just come from a different point of view, I think is a great way to sort of summarize it. But like, this is a very interesting move. I'm not sure many countries will follow this move because I think here in Australia, social media is very different. Maybe, and it's probably, I'm sure America, UK and stuff probably have similar issues as well. But what are your thoughts on all of this? I mean, I'll follow on after your comment.
I've got to read obviously the finer details because obviously the headlines are probably pretty clickbaity, man, and probably pretty sensationalist and designed to create a debate, right? Yeah. Like we're going to have right now. My macro view on the state is I'm pro-choice. I'm definitely pro-freedom of speech and all that stuff. And I would not like to see the state take more control than I see it currently taking. And I don't know if I like the idea of the state taking the role of parents and that sort of thing. And I think over time we have seen more and more of an overreach of state. Yeah. And for me, so I'm going macro here, not this particular topic. But the thing that I've noticed over time is the state never relinquishes control. So it continues to take, but doesn't undo as the new government comes in. So it takes, to whereby I think we're going to end up in a situation whereby everyone's verified online. Look, I think what's happening is these are very, very early stages of digital ID, which they've wanted to put in for ages. I think COVID was one of the big things used to drive digital ID because of health or safety. And I think these are just following on from that. I just worry, man. I worry freedoms are going to be eroded. It's just what I've seen over time. Obviously, I grew up in South Africa where I've seen governments do terrible things to people, real things. So maybe a lot of people watching here today haven't lived under a government which hates you.
In Australia or in the other countries that you lived?
In South Africa.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, cool.
Yeah. So, a lot of people probably haven't come from countries where they've seen people really suffer, starve, and the government not care. Whereas I have. So my trust of humans, e.g. even government, is probably very different to someone who just grew up in a gated community in America, man. Won't know what the fuck I'm talking about now. But when you've seen children starve on the street and the government did nothing, you start to question things. Not saying that's what's going on here, but that's sort of to say where I guess where it's forged my mind. So I'm very big on, freedom of speech, even if it's uncomfortable speech. Obviously, there's fine lines and there's nuances there, so don't jump on me and say, "Yeah, but you can't."
And let's probe this from an adult perspective or from a child, like from an age perspective. Talk to us a little bit about what you mean.
I think as well, with this children thing in particular, I would prefer to see education rather than abstinence. So same with drugs. So that back in my day in the 1980s, 1990s, it was dare to keep kids away from drugs. Didn't really work. Abstinence doesn't really work. Education, I think, works a lot better with things like drugs, alcohol, any sort of addiction. Could be gambling. I think that can go a long way. I know that's a little bit nuanced compared to this, but what I'd really like to see is I'd like to see parents become more active in their child's lives. I'd like to see parents better educated on children, because I'm a parent. And I've seen different levels of application of parents in their children's lives. I'm very active in my kid's life. I've brought them up, I think, pretty well, blah, 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 blah. I think if parents did that well, then this is definitely not required. So I would much prefer to see education, parents taking a lead and all that sort of thing, rather than the state having to do it. So, look, you could say it's actually just a sickness of our times, man.
I was going to say, do you think? I think it's
we're a sick country. We're a sick world.
Oh, dude. Okay. I mean, this happens in Europe when I was in Europe as well, but I'm sure it's very much in Western countries. And by Western, I mean developed nations. I always probably use the wrong term there. But GM pricey. But I would go out for dinner, right, or lunch, and I would see a child under the age of 1, headphones on, iPad in front of their screen, and just sitting there not engaging with the world around them, or learning to be bored, or learning discipline, or learning patience, or learning manners, or learning to sit there and just accept that that's just life, right?
Mm-hmm.
The amount of stimulation that kids are getting these days way too early is very different to what it was even when I grew up. I had stimulation probably from maybe like grade 4 onwards, I'll say, maybe around that. 2002, 2003, maybe ish around that. But I mean, it's very different, but that's one take. The second take is, well, that's the world that we live in. And I think if you're educating your kids about being safe online, about learning how to game properly, about like proper time management, proper like discipline around it all, then I think that is the skill as well. I want to ask you, do you think parents are becoming lazier? And do you think parents are also becoming busier because now both parents genuinely work, based on what statistics are showing? Over 50% have a divorce rate. So a lot of people are single parents as well. Like, do you think parents don't have maybe as much time or even as much care around what their child is up to these days? Or do you think it's also because they can't control it, because it's a separate device that they can't unless they obviously have parameters on the phone or the laptop, whatever it is, they can't actually track it. Like, I genuinely, as a teacher, I've seen it firsthand, both at the high end of society, but also the very bottom end of society, both working at both very polar opposite schools. So what are your thoughts around that?
I think the world is designed to keep us distracted from the real issues. And I think this is an issue by design, not by mistake. And I mean, a lot of people be conspiracy theorists, yada, yada, yada. Myself personally, I think the state wants to intervene. And so whether by design or accidentally ending up in the position where the state needs to control things is advantageous to the state.
Of course it is. It's data, it's control. Yeah, I agree.
So I think this is probably more by design than by accident. And it's like create a problem, then a solution. What's the solution? The state steps in and needs to know more about you. Just like 9/11, you know what I mean? And I've spoken to, this might get a bit controversial, but a lot of people who work security at the airports and things like that. And I said to them, over a decade, how many bombs have you found? From searching all those people, inconveniencing none, not one. How many weapons? Just about none. So for me, I've just noticed a very overreaching of power over the years, and I just don't really want to see them get much more. Because once they get it, they don't give it back. And I'd again like to see parents step up, but I understand parents are too busy. Why are they too busy? Because the value of the dollar's been eroded. Why has it been eroded? Because the government keep printing. Do parents print the money? No, the government does. So they print it. The value of the
it's a manipulated system, isn't it? It is.
So the system is set up to break the family apart and to take control. Whether that's designed or not, we can argue that all day. It actually doesn't. It does matter, but it's a separate topic. The fact is, it's happening. So this is just plugging a hole in a leaky ship that I don't think is going to stop the ship sinking.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think
a dark take by me, but
I mean it is. But I mean, like I've seen it firsthand, like the bullying and the cross schools, the impact that social media has for individuals between that crucial years of development, like from about 12 through to about 17. It can be really impactful, sadly. And I've seen it really. I've seen the absolute worst of it, sadly. So I can definitely see it from both points of view. That's for sure. And like, I was lucky. I grew up with tech and without tech. So very much I understand it. But I mean, when I throw back to me in 1990, Craig, this is me instead of buying Nvidia stock in 1999. So I messed up there. Yeah, I messed up.
That was good, eh? Baby Greenie?
Should have been doing that.
Right, a little slug, eh?
I should have been doing that. Now, another topic you want to bring to the forefront. Which meme coin hurt you the most, chap? Because meme coins are absolutely been destroyed. And I said this ever since 2023. I literally said meme coins will go to zero. 99% of them are literally worth nothing because they have no utility. They have no tech. It's purely a speculation on hype, on trends, on attention, on community. I would argue FOG hurt me the most because I took profits early and then I tried to time the bottom again a few times and it didn't really work out. So FOG hurt me the most, Greg. Which one on this list hurt you the most?
I actually didn't touch any of these, dude.
Wow, no way. You didn't touch any of these?
No, I didn't buy any of the shot. No, I didn't actually touch any of this. I'm quite proud of myself, but I probably should have. Some of these fucking...
I made so much money on like Michi, Giga, Whiff. I swing traded a lot. Yeah, wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, not really my flavor, these ones, but none of these hurt me. So I mean, yeah,
I agree with Wolfie here. I think the one that hurt the most people was Milani because it was the end. And it was the last one. It was the last roll of the dice. No, I agree, Wolfie. I agree. Even though you're now going back on yourself, I would agree.
Milani was pretty bad.
It was because Trump.
Libya or whatever, Libra.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, Libra was pretty. Libra actually, funny enough, Libra actually ended up fucking over lots of the influencers though.
Yeah.
So for me, Libra was kind of bittersweet because you got to see insiders get fucking wrecked. Actually, go to the day Libra launched. And then an interesting thing to do, guys, if you want to have a bit of fun and do a bit of back testing, if they left their tweets up, have a look at everyone who posted saying they ignored their normal trading rules and went too heavy on Libra.
Well, it was Frank, wasn't it? Insider.
Yeah, it was a whole bunch of those guys, right? So they all put up posts going, I lost 500 grand, ignored my normal trading rules, yada, yada. It was quite funny watching that not funny, but it was interesting watching all those posts go up at the same time. And it's like, man, all of you got a tap on the shoulder, dude. You guys are so guilty. Why would you post that tweet? There were some funny ones, bro, and there's some big names who all did it. And I'm like,
here am I. I had a Libra, but again, it's just chart, just a chart.
Look at Hayden. Shit, he's a fucking FNA. He looks so wild. Man, he looks wild.
Look at this. Look, Greeny's charting it out here, guys. Greeny charts everything objectively. I don't look at what it is, but yeah.
Look at him, eh? Look at Mealy, whatever his fucking
crazy, very crazy.
One did hurt a lot of people, and that was a full extraction event. I mean, Hayden even wrote in the group chat where we're extracting on this one. Ooh, kicks, eh?
Bro, see, this is the shit that I miss. That's such easy engagement when it's a hot meme thread, and you just talk about smack. So we
are missing some easy engagement. I miss these times because they were funnish. We had stuff to talk about. Yeah, that did wreck people, man, because that actually took money from some of the bigger players who still ape other tokens. So when that money left, it didn't. I don't think it came back.
No. I think that's honestly that's probably a good summary of 2025. The money that was within the ecosystem of crypto,
either the money we made,
or the money we made throughout 23, 24. A lot of it, well, I mean, with the liquidation event, even more recently as well. But I mean, in 2025, a lot of that liquidity either transferred hands from retail participants, from the common trader, from whatnot, into governmental hands, Trump, etc., Argentina, etc., scammers, all that. Or it got liquidated and the centralized exchanges, the DEXs, all of these have all the money, right? So 2025 has been a horrible year. Honestly, it's been a shit year. Like if you haven't been, I'm trying to think, like obviously InfoFi took over, but that was like cost basis is low, right? But I think it's fascinating. There haven't been some really major crypto trends or tokens, like Hyperliquid a little bit, maybe we could say did well. And if you caught the tariff dip in April, you probably got a swing trade out of that. Outside that, it's been a pretty shitty year, Craig.
I reckon hardly anyone bought that tariff dip either, though.
I know, lucky we did, and GTG did.
Other people, I think, like I remember the fear around that time. That tariff dip to me was so obvious.
Obvious, dude. So obvious. That's why I bought stocks. I bought 20 grand of stocks and walked away 10 grand of profit.
Stocks, right? So that tells you. But for me, that was quite an easy play. Like FUD mid-cycle is just so standard. It's the same as we're seeing now for the 500th time. China's saying stables aren't legal tender, all this shit. It's like they haven't ever said it was.
Yeah.
So it's like news headlines saying things that we already all know. So anyway, you'll see, I think you'll probably see more and more of this as price gets pushed down. You'll probably see more and more bad news coming out, just the same as we saw good news as we're going up. Drake put up the Bitcoin fucking book, whatever he posted about mid-cycle. You see really good news at tops and really bad news as we go down. That almost compounds the feeling of depression and all that. So look out for that, guys. That's why I made a comment in your post, Greeny, saying that black swan about the internet and things like that going down.
Well, yeah, let's speak on that too, because I've never, like that in the past 5 years, I don't think I've ever realized how frequent it is. I don't know. Again, I'm not dev. I don't know tech stuff too well, but is it Cloudflare? What something goes down, that means charts don't work. That means the internet providers can't provide internet to obviously Twitter, to social media, to like Google searches, to all this sort of stuff, to ChatGPT, etc. Like it's very like brittle. They could easily like see.
I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something pretty crazy, man. Here's a conspiracy theory for you. So who was it? Was it the WEF? They did, prior to COVID, a year before COVID, they did an exercise, what do you call it, in what would happen to the world if a virus went around.
Yeah.
Last year, they ran a test if the internet went down. So they tend to run tests of things or simulations they run. They've got a habit of running simulations before something actually happens in the real world.
Yeah.
And they ran a internet goes down black swan event about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So I kind of keep an eye on things like that. And I kind of think there'll be a black swan coming into the bear market. because obviously a lot of things are coming into at a head now. Everything's in a bull market except crypto for some reason.
Yeah.
And I think all those things that are in a bull market now likely will be in a bear market at some point together. And I think the news will need something to attach that bad thing to. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's something like the internet going down for. But I'm not saying it's going to go down forever.
Really, yeah.
I'm just saying an event for a moment in time that scares the shit out of everyone for the 100th time. And we can go through history and probably plot each time this happens. Whether it's real or not, it's real enough that it freaks people out. I mean, if the internet goes down, I'll freak out, man.
Well, I mean, like, you got to think about it. Like, that's hospitals, that's schools, that's banking, that's internet, obviously, that's social media, that's phone lines, that's that like as much as everything.
Card, right? Like no more.
No, exactly. Like that's like if all of your wealth is digital, all of your wealth is digital, except for obviously cash, or except for obviously, but you don't want to be holding cash because of inflation and also
you're fucked. It's like we don't. It's interesting how everywhere you try and move, they try and squeeze you. It's like they're like cash is full.
That's why I buy gold. That's why I buy physical gold. But even me, with my ETF gold, I'd be bugging, right? If the internet did go down.
It's so weird. They say, if you have cash, oh, you're a criminal. It's okay. Okay, I'll pivot to digital or go to Bitcoin. Oh, but if you go there, you're a criminal. It's like, hang on, how come I'm a criminal if I go anywhere else other than what you guys are?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, we could talk on conspiracy theories for hours, but
let's talk about the pyramids, Greenie.
We won't talk. I mean, oh, dude, oh shit, Craig, you just opened up a can of worms. I love history. At school, I hated it. And now I'm
teachers taught it wrong, man. They taught it wrong.
Oh man, I like history these days. I am fascinated by it. Like, I mean, I'm trying to think. I watched. There's a YouTube channel I watch. There's two guys. I can't remember where they're from. It's called Yes Theory. They have like 10 million followers, so it's subscribers. So it's very well known, probably for a lot of viewers. But they travel around the world and go to like really interesting places, and like just the locations they go to, they do it in a really educational way that I love that sort of stuff. So yeah, man, history. I mean, the pyramids. I see, like, I don't know. It must be algo, but I saw a thing recently that Cleopatra lived closer to the iPhone than she did to the pyramids being built, and she lived in 30 BC. Isn't that wild? That's wild. Like, how? Like, again, like, humans have been around a long time.
Yeah, wow, that is interesting.
Well, I mean,
history's cool. It's cool.
Not the biggest fan of Joe Rogan and his podcast, but whatever. He interviews some interesting people. But I mean, the whole topic around, like, maybe we had lost technology that was different to what technology is these days.
You're not suggesting there was a flood, Greenie.
Well, I just more to the point of like how, like, the question is how did they like physically build them? Is the unless like they were built? I don't know. Like, did they build in the ground? Did they use water? Did they use leverage? Like, how? Like, it generally is fascinating. And there's no recorded. Again, I could talk about this for hours. I mean, I love dinosaurs as well. I'm a big fan of all that sort of stuff back in the day. So yeah,
Ross from Friends, eh? What was he? What do you call it? A paleontologist or something? What was that?
Yeah. I mean, like, dude, like, I don't know, chat. How were the pyramids made? Like, that's
tell us, chat. Michael Saylor apparently built them.
What's Michael Saylor? The construction of particularly the Great Pyramids of Giza, involved a combination of advanced planning and skilled labor. Innovative engineering techniques. The most widely accepted theory is that massive limestone blocks were quarried from nearby sites, transported to the construction area, and then lifted into place using a system of ramps. Dude, these are worth. I mean, they were so heavy, man. They were so heavy.
Pretty incredible. T-Rex with lasers. Yeah, we do need T-Rex with lasers. Freaking laser beams. It's amazing, dude. I don't know if we'll ever get the answers we want. I think that got buried or dead.
But it was built 5,000 years ago, like nearly 4,500 years ago. That's crazy.
Yeah, we can't even build a bridge now in some places, man. It's phenomenal. How have we failed so much as humans? They did this 5,000 years
ago, what I was saying.
And we still have homeless people. How?
Do we have lost technology?
Yeah,
I mean, homeless people, that's another whole conversation we could have. Usually that's bad habits for said individual, or they're in a shitty environment, and that's a reflection of that. Let's go back to NFTs and crypto, guys.
Let's go to the safety of NFTs.
So what do we, Craig, thoughts here? I mean, we'll just talk about a couple here. Obviously, Hyper are down a lot because they got their airdrop for something over a Hyperliquid. And a lot of people sold off, and a lot of people sold that token. Pudgy's at 17K, just shy of. Like, is this a hodl now? For me, I'm sitting here
I think
hodling.
so.
I think it's a hodl now. I went through that stage where it dropped below my break-even price, and I was like, God damn.
Swings a bit for a while. You get used to the burn, eh?
Yeah, and now I'm like, oh, it's only $4,000 below the level, so it's not the worst take. Do I think this? I mean, if they go to $10,000, I probably have to buy a second, I would say. But if they go to 10,000, do punks go to 50,000? And that's probably maybe a buy. So I don't know, but these are the sort of things I'll be questioning. But I mean, yeah, interesting time for NFTs. Obviously, moonbirds haven't really moved much at all. So this shows me, Craig, that unless there's real speculation, really in the preceding weeks about an actual token, they in the past 30 days, these have gone nowhere. And I mean, most NFTs have gone nowhere, but they've actually gone lower, moonbirds, than pudgy penguins, which is interesting, I thought, too. So yeah, look, moonbirds at 5,500. I think they're gonna stay around this price until obviously Spencer comes out and gives us maybe a little bit more clarity around if or when a TG is coming. So there's obviously been a lot of SBTs. So again, Q1, Q2, maybe we'll see.
What's in Clay's talking about? Nice thing with Bitcoin, it was built to also function through long distance radio. Short, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Is it actually?
Yeah, so I had seen some cool stuff like that with guys using, was it ledgers? They were using devices where they could store, but they didn't actually need internet.
Oh.
And they could still access the network, which I thought was so fucking cool, man. I need to investigate that. Tyler Durden, he's got a bunch of stuff like that where he can access the network without internet, which I just was like, this is so cool.
Dude, he's so smart.
That dude's wild, bro. I'm gonna get him on the show. I've been talking.
Yeah, I know. I think he clicked follow once on one of my posts, and then he unfollowed me straight away. Like, I'm mates with Craig. Come on, at least give me a follow.
Yeah, his account's good, man. I enjoy his takes. Like, at least he doesn't follow the herd. That's what I like.
And that
you need that, I think, for your compass. Otherwise, you can end
100%.
up. And really, for me as well, my echo chamber. I like to go to weird, like different ones, so I don't go. Otherwise, you can go fucking crazy drinking your own Kool-Aid. You know.
Well, let's talk on that, because at the moment too, like a lot of people, like I had a few good tweets again over the weekend, and had a bit like my growth has been stagnated for a while.
Yes.
But I had some, like, I sort of regained a bit over Saturday, Sunday, which is good. I got back on the bandwagon and hit some good topics. But the main takeaway was the amount of people that worry about their profile or want me to follow them back. It's just like, well, I'm not going to follow you unless you provide one value. I don't really give a shit about entertainment. I already follow enough people like Camel and stuff who just fucking shit post every day. And I'm like, I mean, I follow him because he's good at it, right? Yeah. I don't follow him to get informational inflow, right? And I think that's a big difference. And a lot of people should learn this. And then, like, a big lesson I've been learning too is quote tweeting people rather than reposting and stuff as well. And putting your own flavor on it as well. I think that does really well in the current algo. But more to the point of like just adding conversations on what people are saying as well, whether it's a kind of a shit post or an engagement bait or genuinely a good take. But a big lesson is a lot of people like try to follow Greenie or try to follow Craig or try to follow Ansem or try to follow Wow.Swoosh or try to follow whoever it is. Be your own person, be unique, have your own takes, be entertaining, but provide a value. That is how you grow. That is how you grow on Twitter. Don't try and conform to how Tyler Durden or whoever else it is grew their profile on Twitter. Do it in your own way, and that's the light and shining armor. That's the direction you can go with growth on Twitter. And I think a lot of people struggle with that concept. They think there's only one way to grow, Craig. I don't know. Thoughts?
Yeah, I think you've got to find your own style and then go ham on it. And if people like it, you'll soon know. And if they don't, I guess pivot, and you might have to change your personality online. Yeah. Myself, I've just always done it the way I've just been me and gone that way. Perhaps some people have to assume a different kind of personality, maybe. And then also, I guess, curating your posts and all that. I'm not great on that side of things. I'm too ADHD for that, man. But it's a skill for sure, man. It's a skill, and it probably more than a skill, it's a perseverance.
Yeah.
Skill's one thing, but perseverance is what most people lack.
Yes.
And that's what makes you and me successful trading. Is you and me will outwork everyone. Just about. Like, if there's 100 people in the room, there's probably only 5 that might be able to outwork me, maybe.
Yeah.
And there'll be exceptional cases because there's people with better genetics, won't get sick. You know, there's those certain people, they just have a slight edge over you. So no matter how hard you work, but as a moral of the story, hard work will outperform skill. That's my what I've seen in life.
Yeah.
Because quite often highly skilled people can also get lazy.
Yeah.
Because they're good at it comes naturally. But then if you get a combination of skill and work ethic, unbeatable, man.
Yeah.
Unbeatable. So put in the hard work and you probably will get what you want to achieve. It may just take longer than someone who has a natural skill in that field. Maybe like you're quite a natural writer, I'd say. Or maybe not natural, but over time from being a teacher, it's probably evolved. Maybe you were naturally good and then being a teacher added to it as well. So
it's interesting to comment on that. Like, I hated university, failed a lot of stuff, had some bad occurrences. And then I took a year off, went and worked for my old man as a builder for half a year, then went and worked at an after school care and stuff, and realized, oh no, hold on, I don't want to do that.
No,
so I went back, and your whole motivation, your whole work ethic, your ability, and then like I started writing like these research papers in my 4th year of uni, or the 4th year of the degree, and dominated. Went from like getting 4s to 7s and 6s.
My last year was my best year as well.
Yeah. Is that just like, I think that's one, just experience, life experience, wisdom, but it's also you mature. And I think maturity is so underrated. I think it's in anything you do, in anything.
Yeah. I had to go to uni later as well. I had to go when I was about 24, 25.
Yeah.
Because if I'd gone when I was 18, I never would have made it out, man.
Dude, trust me, as someone who went in 18 to 21, oh my god.
I'd have failed.
Oh my gosh, bro.
I wouldn't have even turned up.
I
would have just claimed the money because in New Zealand you could get like a life.
See, they changed all that shit too. Yeah.
You could buy. I mean, you're going to pay it back, unfortunately, but they made it very easy to be a student, man. It's almost like it's a scam, man, almost, right?
It's so interesting these days. Like the younger
generation. Free money to an 18-year-old. You can't loan to get a car, but we'll give you 100,000 uni loan. It's
honestly, no. With Hex, it was all through the uni, so I never saw the cash. But living allowance. When I did it, when I lived and stuff. Yeah, it's. I mean, when I was teaching, 3 years ago now, 2 years ago. No, when 23, I finished teaching. 2 years ago. So everyone's always like, oh, Mr. Green, like, what about this? There's a bit of insight into my name too, by the way. Greeny is the last name, hence the nickname. But they're like, Mr. Green, like, what's your advice? Like, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, honestly, guys, the best thing you could probably do after school is work for 6 months, travel for 6 months. Yeah. Like, that is honestly the best thing. You will outpace the growth of your peers who go straight to university and tenfold. And a lot of people are like, hey, thanks for that. Like, because when I went to school, it was just go to uni, get a job, marry a beautiful wife, start having a family, retire, die. Like that. It was just like this. It's like, no. Life is so much more flexible. I mean, crypto obviously opened my eyes to this as well, but life is this. There's no set routine. And we are just so conformed into it, particularly in Australia too, at these private schools. Like, yeah, dude.
I think Forrest Gump said it best, man. He said it's like a box of chocolates.
Yeah. Yeah. You just don't know what you're ever going to get.
Man, cut that.
Yeah.
I like that. You never know what you're going to get.
We're about to have a daily close, Craig. We're looking pretty bearish here. We are rejected from the 6.6 after a wick up and grabbing that liquidity at 93 last week. The yearly open, again, I can't. For some reason, my can I put the yearly open on? Is it going to work in white? No, it's in black. Why are you in black? Anyways, the yearly open, which you guys cannot see, I'll draw it in a line, is about here. I'll turn that off. Okay. So the yearly open, we are also well below the yearly open. So again, bearish, multiple bearish highs here. So I think we could push up higher. I just don't know if we have one more sweep of the lows or a pullback first to 85 even. High low. I mean, if you look at the daily here, we are above the pivot. We are halfway up the we're at the 53rd percentile, but I don't know, man. Like on the 12-hour, we're coming down. We're below the pivot. We've also showed weakness here on the 12-hour over since Thursday last week. We had multiple retouches here of resistance. We had that swing high, and now even just this past day, now we've just the past 12 hours, we've had another high, and we're actually kind of dumping from here. Plus, we're overextended on the 12-hour fib. Stoke. So I am short, actually. I am short BTC at the moment. So we'll wait and see how this plays out. And we are below the yearly open. This is the yearly open. I should write that on here so people can see yearly open. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I personally welcome lower. I welcome lower. I think if you want a chance of us revisiting 100, you probably want to have this lower down here potentially. Like this is a really nice V-shaped recovery, but you want to see like maybe a drag and then like something like really strong or even a sweep of 75 or something. I don't know. We'll wait and see.
Yeah,
I threw out 75 at 90. I threw 75 out. It was so funny. I did a YouTube video too, Craig, last week saying, here, let me try and find it.
Just a quick sweep of the liquidity, hey, before we go higher.
Just a quick sweep of the April liquidity, mate. I did a video here last week saying everyone thinks a pump is coming. I don't. Here's why. And
I don't.
Here's why. And some dude like commented, pumping as I'm watching this. Like this guy, of course, someone jumps in straight away and says, "Oh, Greeny, you're wrong. We are pumping as I'm watching this." I said, "Yeah, legend." I mean, I like my own comment. I probably didn't need to do that. Yeah, legend. Lower high territory can take time to play out. I'm long into this move, but I'm watching reaction at various important levels. Dickhead. The amount of dickheads out there, just like they try to get you wrong. Like, look at this chart. It does not look healthy. Does not look good. So I just want to educate people again. Price takes time. Shit takes time to go out. Like, I think a lot of people don't realize that. Irish descent. No. Well, the green isn't green. Hey, green. My mum is Scottish descent, but my dad is Australian descent. So no, there's the combo for you. A little bit of insight. Yeah, look, daily. So we're below 91.8 is now the 12-hour pivot. 85.3. So we are still above the daily pivot here. 3-day 81.4. Yeah. See, I mean, like if you look at bottomed out stochastic across like multiple timeframes, Craig, we are getting close to a potential of a higher time frame move. Like the weekly we're still 10K. The weekly actually was going higher. It's 100K now to cross back higher. So yeah, I know. I would much rather see us pull back. I mean, we've got a little FEG here too. That's the other thing I forgot to mention is we got an FEG here. So, which is about 89.6. So that could get taken out. Maybe we bounce from there. I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't know. Give me low. I'm greedy for low before we go high.
Really needed to close above 91, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we didn't get it. So
yeah.
I've been watching that the last few days. I've really wanted to close above there because then I thought we could probably have a good crack at 97, but we failed one, two, three. We've failed 3-4 days in a row now.
Yeah.
Which is not a good sign for continuation upwards. It looks like we're going to have to retest a little bit lower. How much lower? Don't know. Hopefully not 75.
Well, I mean, yeah, we could. Yeah, I mean, we could sweep this 89 to this 89K region, bounce from there and push back above the yearly open, the golden pocket of this range too. Like it's just there's a lot of confluence here for such a resistance, and that's the first resistance, and that's not even this resistance here of the major trend. That's not even the 100K. Like there's just so much resistance overhead that is why I think we have a lower high, no matter where it comes in. Wherever the lower high comes in, I just feel like we have a lower high because there's just so many pivotal levels that we aren't showing strength above at all.
Yeah, totally agree. And I spoke about that on Friday in that the difference between what we've got to break through above versus what we can fall through, how easy and what levels are below. There's so much more above than below until we hit like what you said about 75.
Yeah.
Once we hit the 60s, man, we'll probably have a bit of cushioning. Good news, guys.
Yeah.
But from here to there, it doesn't take too much, man.
Yeah.
But to get above these psychological levels, the other issue you've got is you've got so many people like me, I'm sure, waiting for a lower high.
To sell. Yeah.
To sell.
I think that's a query. Yeah.
So either we don't get it, and we go lower because so many of us are waiting, and this little pump to 93 was the lower high. But the chances of going to a fresh all-time high are just so far away now.
Nah, yeah. I don't think
it sucks to say it, but yeah, sometimes you just got to rip the Band-Aid off, man, and
accept it.
And accept it. Yeah, because it feels better. Guys, once you say it out loud, you feel better, man. So if everyone's going to look in the mirror and say lower high,
yeah, okay. I was going to say there's two terms. Okay, everyone say with me now. 3, 2, 1. We are going to have a lower high. And then the second one, ready? Everyone, 3, 2, 1. We are in a bear market.
Oh, Yeah.
Pricey says we can't really go up when the US market is closed and we create CME gaps. We've had plenty of CME gaps over weekend, so I don't think that really matters. But the second point, markets are closed Thursday and only had half day of trading Friday. It might explain the sideways chop. Yeah, but I would argue it's a volatility thing because no one is on chain. Everyone's busy. America's busy. It isn't necessarily that's the reason. It's because no one is on train. Oh my God, we just dumped, as I said, guys, straight in the FVG. Hey, look at that, guys. Hey, I gave you this literally like, what, 5 minutes ago?
It's that easy, guys. This is how easy trading is. You could have shorted there, right there.
I mean, I am short, but hey, I don't. What I don't want to see is buy up here and then we pump up here. I don't want to see that. I want to see.
Send it, bears. No, bears. Bulls, send it. Squeeze, Greeny. Fucking squeeze them.
Yeah, nah, okay, there we go, chat. There's some live trading.
Short squeeze coming. Here we go. All-time highs coming soon, Greg. What's your percentage chance of a fresh new all-time high?
I was going to comment on that when you mentioned that before. If we see a new all-time high, chat, it has to be Q2 26 is when in terms of time is probably Q1, Q2, maybe end of Q1, Q2. In terms of if Raoul Paul and all this shit is legit in terms of liquidity and debt and whatnot,
please,
then yes, I see Q1, Q2 potentially as a high. I still argue. This is the thing too. One, it more likely could be a lower high, but two, it more likely could be a sweep of the high of 126 too, and do exactly what we did in 2021 and sweep the previous high. Not that
I'll be so thankful for that, dude. Please give me that.
Okay, well, one more time. Again, let me use a different chart. Let me use this chart.
I promise I'll do better this time if we go to 125.
This is the issue. What if the sweep has already happened and people just haven't realized? You have this sweep high, that high there. I mean, you had internal highs as well, not even the macro high. You've had multiple sweeps. You had internal sweep there. You had internal sweeps there.
Doesn't look dissimilar, does it?
No, as much as so many people don't want to
not see that.
Oh shit! I have a haircut appointment in 24 minutes, but we should be fine. I just want to do this. Hold on, where is it?
It's funny how what's crazy to me, and this is where trading is such a lifelong skill. I think. Yeah, I know, bro. It looks so similar.
72 guys. It's not even that bad.
Is when you look at things in hindsight, how clear it is, but how foggy it is when you're in it.
It's the emotional, psychological battle that we face every day.
Yeah, because looking at that now, I'm like, Craig, what? Like when it went to 126, man, or 125. Fuck.
So
why do you only take 10% off the table?
Guys, we'll be bottoming in the year. That's a complacency bounce. That is, I personally think we go lower than 72 personally.
Even better, it's worse than this. Oh God. There's always next bull run, guys. If you messed up this one.
But there's also this, Craig, too, which Rec Capital, for example, a very large account shows you as well. Like you have this as well, which just is like as bearish as you can probably really get. But like, where it's like a like how we have support on the bottom side. Well, that's resistance on the top side. So
yeah, it looks like a bull run, right? It looks like a bull run.
Yeah.
Looks like a bull run. It looks Oh yeah. I hope.
Shit, we're dumping, baby. Let's go. Hey guys. Hey chat. Hey, this is why you follow the channel. What did I say? Literally 10 minutes ago. I am short.
Oh fuck. See you guys in 28. It's been a great bull run.
W's in the chat. W's in the chat for the analysis. You don't get that anywhere else. You do not get that on Twitter. You do not get that on Kick. You do not get that anywhere.
You only get in hindsight posts on Twitter mostly.
Yeah. You saw it happen live. You literally saw that happen live. You can't get it any better than that. Someone needs to clip the last 10 minutes of this show.
How was Ansem putting up two contrarian views?
Okay. To comment on that, one was copy pasta, two was just the contrarian view.
Was it a copy pasta?
Yeah, the first one was copy pasta, and I actually didn't realize that till
I didn't think he would be that sloppy. I was like,
and then Zia obviously posted both as a screenshot, and then I engagement baited it after. But that's an example of I got 5K views on that tweet, right? And then people in the comments bang, bang, bang. I was like, yeah, that's Twitter. You gotta be on the pulse of these sort of things. I'm telling you, quote quote stuff at the moment is doing really well. I do very well at the moment.
Crypto pricey, yeah, that's kind of the move that I was looking for, and what Greeny was saying perhaps won't get because everyone's looking for that move.
Hold on, I've just got to close. Oh, dude, I always forget I've got bloody buy orders set. Cancel these bad boys. I don't want buy orders. All right, the market's dumping, so I can cancel that order. Probably cancel.
You're short with your printing, man.
Yeah, it's doing okay. I'm on low leverage at the moment. I'm still working out what I like. Okay. All right, cool. 92. Maybe we don't even see it. No, we've just crashed. I'll close that one.
Quite over Thanksgiving, huh?
So my short's up for. I mean, I only have a small position, so I was hoping we went higher and swept 92 again, but we didn't. So, love to see it. Love to see it. Shout out to GGG. This is, I mean, it's a combination of me being short and looking at this as well as other people. So massive shout out to them. That community is so good, so good.
Get the screenshot.
I'm gonna go get a haircut, anyways. But guys, there's some live. Someone clip that, please. I don't want to have to do all the manual work.
Yeah.
Clip it. I'll quote repost you.
Me too. I will too.
And Craig will too. And then you'll get paid if you submit it to WAP. Okay, we've already done about 50% of our allocated budget for clippers. So guys, someone clip that the last 10 minutes and or make it a short clip. Okay, minute max, 3 minutes, minute and a half. That works well. Clip it, tag us in it, tag GT Crypto so I can repeat it, repost on that account, and send Bitcoin to 0. Craig, thanks for hanging with me on this fine Monday. Last show tomorrow before you go on your little holiday. I'm excited for you and the fam. Hopefully that'll be good. Go.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, thank you, Greeny. Thanks everyone for pulling up. Thanks for the dump live on stream, and enjoy the haircut, Greeny. And we'll see you. I'm going to go on the timeline and be an absolute. I mean, all you can do now is laugh, right? So I'll get on the timeline and make a few jokes. I don't mind that it's dumping. Yeah, man, happy days. But look, proceeding unfortunately as we thought.
Hey.
It sucks. It sucks to be right in the situation. It fucking sucks.
This is why we long and short the market at GTG, because you can always do that, no matter the market conditions, no matter when. You can always do it.
That's right. If you struggle in the bear market, come and join GTG, honestly, because otherwise it's going to be a fucking nightmare, man. If you're alone in the bear market, there's a lot of corpses around. But yeah, come and join a group, make some money, even in the bear. The bear's not that bad. So even though you and me talk about the bear market, Greeny, it's honestly not that bad, guys. If it's your first one, it feels bad for a bit, and then you get used to the darkness and you become numb, and then you make money.
Yeah, love it.
Oh, cheers, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow. Maybe we'll give away some money.
Yeah, we'll do it. Maybe do a giveaway tomorrow. Let's
do a New Zealand bye-bye Craig giveaway.
Sounds good. As always, thanks for hanging with us, chat. Thanks, Craig. Have a lovely Monday, and see you all guys tomorrow.
See you guys.